And I think is it pitch 14, which is the crux pitch. And I think you had multiple attempts. And you also spoke about back pain. You talked about like total fatigue, and you managed to
Yeah.
send it. Can you talk about like what went on that day in your words? How deep did you have to dig?
Yeah, true. I have a nice story with the pitch 14, or at least we can say it's nice since I finally sent it. So yeah, basically the first trip we worked with my friend Seb Berthe. We worked for 2 months on the whole downward route. And then I did like a push attempt of 23 days and I got I got stopped by pitch 14. And I think I spent 2 weeks trying to send pitch 14 on that push, which was quite a long time working on a single pitch at 1,000 feet high, pretty high on the wall, like hanging on portage. When I came back this year, I my main focus was on pitch 14. I directly went on it, and I think I gave a lot of thinking and energy on this pitch, especially on this kind of climbing.
In your prior attempt, did you send everything but that one pitch that got away, or?
I sent everything up to that pitch. You know, on the working process, you don't really send the pitch. You just work out the sections, and maybe you. My idea was maybe to send the sections between rests, but no, like you don't really give tries, or at least I don't. I didn't. I hadn't sent pitch 15, 16, 17 up to the summit, but I had sent up to there. So this time, like the main focus was on pitch 14, even though you need to practice everything. You need to remember everything, because any goal, like any attempt you're gonna lose on any pitch because you're not dialed or anything, could cost you the send of the whole route. I'm sure of it. Because, for example, if on your first day somehow you fail on the last crux of pitch 3, which is like 513 CD or something, if you fail there and then it's too late to give another go, and maybe you give another go, you open your tip, maybe you can be done for the whole push. It's really, I believe it's like an addition of really small thing that can make you fail or succeed in big wall climbing. That's like really important to take into account, that even the easier pitches needs to be like perfect almost, especially with the downwall. So yeah, I was focusing a lot on pitch 14 and trying to focus on everything else, which costs you a lot of time and energy, of course. And then when I came back this year, I was climbing with Connor Harrison most of the time. So we worked on the route for a month or something. I think I had 15 sessions on the route itself, 15 days of climbing and over a month. And then I give like the final push attempt in January, about the 15th of January. And I arrived pretty fast and fresh on pitch 14. So I was pretty confident as well, because during the process with Connor, I had really good feeling at the end. I think I found out what shoes I needed. I found out like the perfect beta. I was really dialed on like the body positioning. And yeah, like the day I sent, it was the second day trying the pitch during that push. So the first day I tried, I failed 3 times on the very last move. I was really close, but I still didn't manage to do it that day. And then on my second day on the pitch, it's quite funny because that day I fell a lot of time on crux 1 and crux 2. So there are 3 cruxes on the pitch, 3 boulder problems separate with like okay rest. And I couldn't get back to the point where I went the day before. I was like struggling so much in the first cruxes, and at some point I was like, oh, that this is it. Like, no, I'm like falling on the first hard moves. I won't be able to get back up to the last crux. And I think I gave 9 or 10 tries that day, like the whole day. We woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I climbed like as hard as I could, like the whole morning. And then that day they were forecasting some snow late in the afternoon, around 5 p.m. or something. And I remember about 4 in the afternoon, I was almost accepting failure, almost like, oh, this is it. It's gonna snow. And then I had also already quite a short window before like a big storm coming in. So I was like, maybe not this time. I have to go to maybe try again in March. And then I gave this try where like I wasn't especially feeling really good. I was feeling quite bad, to be honest. But I still like made it past crux one, and then like I fought past crux two, and I was on this like jug before crux three where I'd like failed a few times before, and it actually started snowing. It was kind of a crazy moment, like not heavy snow, but still some proper snowing. And somehow maybe it again, like maybe it helped releasing the pressure or like making something different. And somehow I made it through crux three and send the pitch despite the snow like falling on us. So that was like such a such an intense and big feeling. Uh, it's actually quite hard to remember exactly how I climbed these last treks. It's you're in a mode where you don't think, or yeah, you can't really remember those like really big moments. Yeah, it was intense. And I don't know what really make the difference. I'm sure on the first session, like this push, like on this like the success push, I think I was really stressed by this move, and I wasn't relaxed enough to make it happen.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
For this kind of climbing, you really need like a specific state of mind, which which can be quite hard to have. You need to be really calm and really focused at the same time. That's quite yeah.
Do you think that you dug deeper in that moment as you were
Mhm.
getting past the cruxes than you had ever before, Seb?
Yeah. Maybe it's again, it's quite hard to tell. I think like in climbing, whether like you succeed or fail, it can be such a small detail, especially in this kind of really technical on the feet climbing. Sometimes it's really a matter of like 1 millimeter, how you place your feet, how you trust it. It can be so yeah, it's pretty different than like some overhang climbing where you,
Yeah.
the like the difference is just on like how strong you are on the fingers. There it's really about like details in the positioning of your body and how you trust it. And so I don't know if I really dig deeper. What I know is that I was probably, on this try also because it was the last try of the day, because I had nothing to lose anymore. So I think it released some pressure, and that's what you probably need for sending on the first go of the day, when you know you're capable of sending it and you should send it. Then yeah, then you feel so much pressure.